G'day fellow moto vloggers, Ben and Nev on Submulky, the Suzuki Bandit. I was watching a video the other evening where Suznet was talking about dropping his bike, not whilst going, but either coming up the stand or something like that, or in loose gravel where you can't get a footing and your foot slips and over it goes, and the damage it causes. Well, it's happened to me 2 to 3 times, and every time it happened it broke a blinker. I think, yeah, the front left one, and did a little bit of scarring, scarred the mirror on Ruby and that sort of thing, and every time it happened, it cost me around about $100 to fix. Simple reason is the blinkers on these things are around about $50 each, and that's about the cheapest you can get. So even when you drop your bike, it can just cost you a little bit of money. Mirrors, we can't really buy a left or right one, you have to buy both. When I say both, you're probably better off to buy both, because one will look newer than the other, so it's best to get them in a pair, and I've always got them from overseas via eBay. But luckily I won't do this to Smokey. This won't happen to Smokey, touch wood. Come off the side stand. And another chap was also talking about, I think it was Mr. TRP, I think it was him talking about, do you leave your bike in gear when you park? Well, I've had the habit of doing that for many years now, because I don't trust anything or anyone that could brush past your bike and bump it and push it forward, and once it's past the point of no return, it's on the ground. And if you're parked near other bikes, well, you'll take them with it. So personally, whenever the bike is parked on the side stand, I have it in gear, and if I'm up at the shop, it shits them off that it's in gear. But I don't want my Smokey to end up on the bloody ground, because Ruby went down there once or twice, I can't remember, probably twice, off the side stand. But now, bugger it, I'm going to always have it in gear, and that's the way I've always practiced it. But at the shop they don't like it, because if they want to move the bike, well, it's inconvenient that they have to put it in neutral, and I can't understand why, but I don't think it's too hard to get a bike in neutral. Another thing I've done too, folks, I want to talk about, my front wavy discs that I put on, that I did have on Ruby, what I've done is I've swapped them around, left to right, right to left, because when I was braking it felt a bit strange, and I asked my mate, the mechanic, and he said, well, it could do, because the pads have been wearing the disc in one particular rotation, and it could make a little bit of difference. So what I did, like I said, I swapped them around, and he did ask me, is there a left and a right arrow or a direction arrow on the discs, and I said no, I couldn't find one. And it's something I didn't know, folks. I didn't know that some discs have a direction. It's pretty hard to do the rear end one the wrong way around, because it only goes on one way if you have a look at them. So yeah, what I've done is I've reversed them left to right, right to left, and it seems a little bit different. So this is the first time I've been able to ride with Smokey because of the weather, etc. And I'm just giving it a bit of a test now, and it feels a lot better. Feels a lot better. It's not as well, sort of like you can sort of feel it like a grindy sort of feel. And no, I haven't put the pads in wrong. I know that trick. I've seen that before, where they put the pads in and one side of the pads is right against the disc, and when they put the brake on, there's this horrible grinding sound. I suppose if you don't know these things, it can happen. But so yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit of a vlog and tell everyone what I've been up to. Still haven't heard anything about the CT scan, and most likely won't. And I don't know when I have my next cystoscopy, but when I do, I'll let everyone know, because there's family that watch the videos and they like to know, but don't live here in SA. So, Bandit Nev, bidding you all very, 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 very safe riding, and until next time, cheers for now.